Dr. Jennifer Arnold and Bill Klein, known from TLC's The Little Couple, which began in 2009 and became one of the network's most enduring reality hits, found themselves unexpectedly at the center of a complicated legal conflict involving producer LMNO Cable Group and Discovery Communications. That dispute ultimately drew the couple in as plaintiffs fighting for owed rights and money. It began in mid-2016. LMNO, the Encino-based production company behind The Little Couple, filed a federal lawsuit against Discovery, accusing the network of attempting to steal their show. LMNO claimed that the company had been victimized by a longtime accountant who had embezzled hundreds of thousands of dollars over several years, falsified financial records to cover his tracks, and tried to extort LMNO using manipulated documents. LMNO alleged that Discovery took advantage of that chaos by using the doctored records to claim LMNO was in breach, and attempted to cut LMNO out, produce The Little Couple in-house, and seize control of the intellectual property rights. LMNO sought around $7 million in damages for breach of contract, copyright infringement, and unfair competition. They said Discovery leveraged the fraudulent accounting to terminate production agreements and start making episodes independently, sidelining the original producer. Discovery responded with counterclaims. According to their filings, the accountant was actually a whistleblower exposing that LMNO had been inflating production costs and defrauding Discovery. Discovery argued that under the production agreements, the network had the contractual right to take over intellectual property if LMNO failed to provide accurate books. Discovery asserted it needed to protect itself from fraudulent billing and had a right to terminate contracts and continue the show independently under legal precedent. From that point forward, the production of The Little Couple stalled. Fans noticed no new episodes after around 2019, or possibly 2017 depending on legal entanglement, though the show was never formally cancelled. The litigation froze all progress as LMNO and Discovery battled in court over the show's future. During the first year of the conflict, Jen and Bill remained in the background. Then in May 2017, they took action by filing a motion in federal court in California to intervene in the legal fight between LMNO and Discovery. They contended that they were owed contingent compensation under their original agreement with LMNO, meaning a share of profits if the show performed well, and that LMNO had inflated costs to keep those payments from them. They also sought to rescind the intellectual property rights they had previously conveyed to LMNO, effectively seeking to reclaim ownership of their own story and show. Their proposed complaint alleged breach of contract, fraud, conversion, unfair competition, accounting, emotional distress, and punitive damages. They aimed not only to collect money allegedly owed, but also to undo the IP assignment they had signed in 2008, a move seen as unprecedented in reality TV disputes. Discovery did not oppose their motion to intervene, though said it would reserve the right to dispute specifics later. LMNO's former executive Edward Horwitz, later with CBS, opposed their effort, arguing that they joined far too late, apparently repackaging claims Discovery had already asserted, and that intervention should be disallowed on procedural grounds. Over the next few years, litigation between LMNO and Discovery proceeded, including disputes over footage from multiple series beyond The Little Couple. In late 2016, Discovery sought court orders to obtain episodes and materials. By late 2017 or early 2018, almost 2 years after the action began, LMNO and Discovery reached a confidential settlement that effectively ended their disputed relationship. Though details were sealed, that agreement removed the impasse over control of the show and presumably allowed content to proceed, or be monetized again. Jen and Bill's claims against LMNO concluded later, reportedly around 2020, when they reached an out-of-court settlement. Under that resolution, they reportedly regained their intellectual property rights, but financial terms were undisclosed. Their fraud and conversion claims were dismissed thereafter. Since then, The Little Couple has not returned to TLC. No new seasons have aired post-2019. The trademark remains with Discovery, and the show appears to be in indefinite hiatus. Fans have expressed hope, but no revival has been confirmed as of mid-2025. In summary, Jen Arnold and Bill Klein entered the legal battle because they believed LMNO cheated them out of money and control. They alleged LMNO inflated production expenses via falsified accounting and denied them contingent compensation. They sought to reclaim their rights through rescission of their prior IP assignment an unusual step in reality TV. Their legal involvement was both monetary and fundamental, fighting for ownership of their story, not merely residuals. They pursued damages for breach of contract, fraud, conversion, unfair competition, accounting, emotional distress, and punitive relief. They also sought to strip away LMNO's hold on the show, placing control back into their hands or forcing LMNO to face consequences if Discovery withdrew. This was litigation about fairness. Who profits from a reality TV star's life story? The case ultimately ended quietly. LMNO and Discovery settled first, resolving the overarching dispute. Jen and Bill settled later, regained rights, and moved forward. While the little couple remains off the air, the legal outcome appears to have empowered them behind the scenes. They now own, or at least control, their intellectual property. This case matters because it illustrates deep issues in reality TV contracts, where producers often hold all financial records and performers are assigned rights. Jen and Bill's decision to intervene and seek rescission helped spotlight per-episode accounting, contingent compensation clauses, and performer protections under law. Their case might inspire others in the industry to challenge unfair deals or demand more transparency. Ultimately, their legal fight was about ensuring reality TV stars are not permanently sidelined from what they helped create. It was about recovering ownership, demanding fair compensation, and asserting that performers, even in unscripted TV, deserve a say in how their story is used. That explains why Jen and Bill became legal plaintiffs in a fight originally between their producer and the network. They claimed fraud, sought damages, and sought to retrieve their show, and they prevailed privately, even though the show's future remains uncertain. Some fans also criticize Will's content as inappropriate for his age and public visibility. Jen's open, transparent response was widely seen as a model of parenting in the digital age, emphasizing accountability and growth. Jen is known for her outspoken, science-based commentary. Reddit users praise her as intelligent, grounded, and authentic in contrast to more sensational TLC personalities. One wrote, fans express a longing for the show's return, emphasizing the family's relatability, intellect, and genuine warmth. Bill's social media posts, joking about replacing Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos as hosts of Live with Kelly and Mark, stirred fan excitement and speculation about their TV future recent major transitions. In mid-2025, Jen turned 50 and posted a rare swimsuit photo. Including Amy Roloff, congratulated her warmly. Her caption read 50 times around the sun today, a testament to survival, joy, and resilience. Jen continues podcasting, media appearances, and public outreach. Through her social platforms, she shares parenting tips, medical information, and perspectives on public health crises. Since The Little Couple ended in 2019, Jen and Bill have remained out of regular TV but active in public life via social media, podcasts, and occasional HGTV appearances. Jen resumed and advanced her medical career at Boston Children's Hospital, developing simulation training programs and speaking on pediatric health. The family endured serious health crises, Jen's cancer, Bill's surgeries, and continued to navigate recovery and new routines in their Massachusetts home. Although fans clamor for a show return, ongoing legal issues and the family's preference for privacy suggest they may remain off camera for the foreseeable future. Dr. Jen Arnold's life since The Little Couple has been defined by resilience, advocacy, and growth. From medical emergencies to parenting controversies, and from building simulation training programs to stepping into podcasting, she continues to engage a wide audience with intelligence, compassion, and authenticity.